What you have described, if I read you right, is possibly, maybe definitely the love of your life.
Yes, yes, definitely. And I will have to take a lot of that. I will have to say that I was very young and, knew how to push the buttons. And I thought there was more fish in the sea.
The intense romance between Glen Campbell and Tanya Tucker is one of the few relationships in the legendary history of country music that has captivated the public's attention. Their love affair, spanning the twilight of the 70s into the early 80s, became the stuff of Nashville legend, a whirlwind romance between two titans of country music that burned bright before fading into memory. When Campbell passed away in 2017 after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease, Tucker's grief manifested in perhaps the most natural way for a songwriter, through music. Join us as we explore the remarkable story behind Tanya Tucker's heartbreaking musical goodbye to Glen Campbell. Glen Campbell, the Rhinestone Cowboy's journey. Born in the tiny community of Billstown, Arkansas, Glen Travis Campbell emerged from humble beginnings to become one of country music's most celebrated artists. One of 12 children in a sharecropping family, Campbell recalled how, quote, $1 in those days looked as big as a saddle blanket. His musical journey began at age 4 when his father gave him a $5 Sears guitar. This simple gift ignited a talent that would transform American music. Campbell's extraordinary career spanned 5 decades, during which he released an astounding 64 albums and sold over 45 million records worldwide. His catalog includes timeless classics like Gentle on My Mind, By the Time I Get to Phoenix, Wichita Lineman, and Rhinestone Cowboy, songs that transcended genre boundaries and cemented his place in music history. Before becoming a household name, Campbell established himself as one of Los Angeles' most sought-after session musicians, part of the legendary Wrecking Crew. His guitar prowess graced recordings by artists ranging from Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra to the Beach Boys, for whom he temporarily toured in 1964 and 65, replacing Brian Wilson. Fellow Wrecking Crew member Leon Russell remarked that Campbell, quote, was the best guitar player I'd heard before or since, noting his remarkable ability to master complicated orchestral arrangements after hearing them just once. By the late 60s, Campbell had become a crossover superstar. His CBS variety show, The Glen Campbell Good Time Hour, which ran from 1969 to 72, brought country music into millions of American living rooms. He even ventured into film, starring alongside John Wayne in True Grit. His unassuming charm, virtuosic guitar playing, and crystal-clear tenor voice made him a uniquely appealing figure in entertainment. Throughout his career, Campbell collected numerous accolades, including 4 Grammy Awards in 1967 alone. He was named CMA Entertainer of the Year in '68 and later inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2005, followed by the Musicians Hall of Fame in 2007. But behind the success and adulation, he faced personal struggles that would become nearly as defining as his musical achievements. A tumultuous romance.
Was your relationship really the roller coaster that the press said it was?
We had some bad times. He lived 44 years and I was just 22. But I only remember the really good times. If anything was a problem for us was the jealousy thing. He didn't trust me as much as he could have. He should have.
By the time Glen Campbell began his relationship with Tanya Tucker in 1980, he had already lived several lifetimes in the public eye. At 44, he had weathered 3 marriages, fathered numerous children, and battled alcoholism and cocaine addiction. Tucker, meanwhile, was just 21, and already a country music sensation in her own right, having burst onto the scene as a teenager with her 1972 hit Delta Dawn. Their May-December romance became instant tabloid fodder. The 23-year age gap between them raised eyebrows across conservative country music circles, but their chemistry was undeniable. The relationship unfolded in public view, with gossip columns documenting every twist and turn of their passionate affair. Despite the media circus surrounding them, their musical connection was genuine. They recorded together, most notably the duet Dream Lover, and even performed the national anthem as a couple at the 1980 Republican National Convention. Their voices blended beautifully, reflecting the harmony they sometimes found together amid the chaos of their relationship. But Campbell's ongoing struggles with substance abuse cast a shadow over their time together. His battle with alcoholism and cocaine had begun in the 70s and continued to plague him despite periods of sobriety. These demons, combined with the intense public scrutiny and their significant age difference, created a volatile dynamic. The relationship ultimately proved unsustainable, burning out almost as quickly as it had ignited. Though brief, their time together left an indelible mark on both performers. After their split, Campbell went on to find lasting love with Kimberly Woolen, whom he married in 1982 and credited with helping him achieve long-term sobriety beginning in 1987. Tucker continued her successful career while occasionally referencing her time with Campbell in interviews over the years, suggesting the relationship had remained significant to her long after it ended. The long goodbye. In June 2011, Glen Campbell made a courageous announcement that reshaped the final chapter of his storied life. Rather than retreating from public view, Campbell chose to embark on a farewell tour with remarkable transparency about his condition. His children, Cal, Shannon, and Ashley, joined his touring band, providing not just musical accompaniment, but emotional support as their father navigated performances with increasing difficulty. The documentary Glen Campbell, I'll Be Me, released in 2014, captured this poignant final tour, showing both the painful progression of his illness and the beautiful moments of musical clarity that still shined through. The film resonated deeply with audiences and critics, earning a rare 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes and bringing much-needed attention to the realities of Alzheimer's disease. Campbell's determination to continue making music, even as his memory failed, resulted in several final recording projects. His album Ghost on the Canvas served as an intended farewell, though he went on to record See You There and his truly final studio album Adios, completed in 2013, but not released until 2017. His last recorded song, the heart-wrenching I'm Not Gonna Miss You, written for the documentary, earned him both Grammy and Academy Award nominations. The song's brutally honest lyrics addressed his illness directly. He would not miss those he loved because he would not remember them. By 2014, Campbell's condition had progressed to the point where he needed full-time care in a specialized Alzheimer's facility. The man who had once commanded stages worldwide and played guitar with unmatched brilliance gradually lost his connection to the very music that had defined his life. His wife Kim remained by his side throughout this difficult journey, later chronicling their experiences with her 2020 memoir, Gentle on My Mind, In Sickness and in Health with Glen Campbell. On August 8, 2017, after years of declining health, Glen Campbell passed away in Nashville at age 81. Forever Loving You, Tanya Tucker's musical farewell.
If I could spend just one more minute with you before you have to go, I'd hold you in my arms tonight, just like we used to do. And I could leave this world a happy girl, forever loving you.
When news of Glen Campbell's passing reached Tanya Tucker, the emotional impact transcended the decades that had passed since their relationship ended. Though their romance had been brief and tumultuous, the connection they shared clearly remained meaningful to Tucker. Her response came through the form she knew best, song. She quickly collaborated with songwriters Pam Rose and Ben Chapman to create Forever Loving You, a poignant tribute to Campbell released just days after his death. The song serves as both a personal farewell and a universal meditation on losing someone to Alzheimer's disease, capturing the unique heartbreak of watching someone disappear mentally long before their physical departure. The lyrics convey the aching reality of loving someone who no longer remembers you while also celebrating the enduring nature of their connection. Tucker's delivery, tinged with the emotional weathering of decades, brought authenticity and raw feeling to the performance. Her voice, now carrying the maturity and depth that only time can provide, lent particular resonance to her musical goodbye to a man she had loved in her youth. What made it especially meaningful was Tucker's decision to donate a portion of the proceeds to the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of Glen Campbell? Let us know in the comments section below.